Keeping it 100 with DC here on Power 108.9. I can see that my manager is not training our protege manager very well whatsoever. Today's show is brought to you by Blooming Blinds. Today on the show we will have birthday shout-outs, the tip of the day. Today in Braves baseball history, we have Chuck Douglas from Murphs, and he brought us a few things for us to try and have. We also have Lee and Maria Stilley in the studio to help us honor those who helped out at Ground Zero during 9/11.
Yeah.
If we could, which is very frowned upon on radio, could we kill the music and have one moment of silence and honor those who did pass and lost loved ones on 9/11? I appreciate you and everyone who gave time out to donate their time, their families, and lost loved ones and whatnot. We appreciate all of you. Today's tip of the day. If you are a health nut and get an urge to work out while grocery shopping, it is very frowned upon to jump on the conveyor belt at the register and use it as a treadmill.
Why?
When we come back, Chuck Douglas is going to tell us what he brought today and where you can go to try it out right here in Marietta, Georgia. Keeping it 100 with DC here on Power 108.9. All right, so I'm going to start out with this right here because I haven't tried it yet. Chuck, what am I eating right here?
Then you got some true Wisconsin cheese curds and some homemade comeback sauce straight from my grandmother's recipe.
I'm saying. Now, I went down to see Chuck down at Murphs at the Galleria Mall right across from the walk. I thought Mike was fit to come grab one here. So basically, you take this comeback sauce, you dip it. Man.
Dave, you're not eating it right.
You want to show me how?
I can't.
Right.
You know I can't eat it.
You ain't got
You gotta eat it like Food
You ain't
Network.
got no calories left. Hold on. Let me see something.
Do the Food Network. You gotta do the Food Network.
Okay, I gotta eat it properly.
Close your eyes. There you go. There you go. Right? There you go. You gotta eat like the Food Network.
This gives the Fat Boy 5-star approval. I'm telling you, this stuff right here is good. No, I'm done with those. Here, you can take those. By the way, while I was there, I had a bourbon bacon burger, which is Nancy, Dale's wife of 45 years plus. That's her favorite burger. And there's stories behind that too, right?
Yeah, she always has, she'll text me every now and then and tell me that she had another dream because she lives in Salt Lake City. And she'll text me, she goes, I had another dream about that burger. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah.
Hey, but you told the burger's so good that people dream about it?
This is the lady that made the burger. This is Nancy's burger, right?
Yeah.
Did she design the burger?
No, I designed it, but
okay.
she chose that as her favorite.
That's her favorite burger.
Yeah.
So if you go down there and you get a bourbon bacon burger, you are eating Nancy Murphy's favorite
I need to talk to
burger.
him. So how are your salads? What about your salads down there? You got good salads.
Hold on, let me get another French fry.
Don't try to lose weight.
Man, it's a baseball restaurant. We ain't going there to eat healthy.
He's the
You a
devil
healthy
on my
menu?
shoulder. He's the devil on my shoulder.
Chuck,
For food. He's the devil.
For all the other people, do you have a healthy menu?
Yes, we sure do.
You're losing the listeners, Chuck.
I'm sorry, but trust me, I got enough stuff that's fried and gravy on it that.
Oh, those my words right there, baby.
Fried and gravy. With the gravy.
Yeah, we do a pot roast wet fries where I slow cook a pot roast, and then I take the French fries, I put cheddar cheese over top, then I take the pot roast and put it over that, and then I take a true homemade brown gravy, and just drizzle it on there till you can't see.
Otis is drooling right now. Otis, you ain't got no calories left, brother. You can't have nothing.
I'm running out, man.
I'm saying, okay. Welcome back to the show. This segment is brought to you by Barker Heating and Air. We remind you, if your air goes out and you don't know what to do, call 678-888-COOL. Birthday shout-outs. Michael Osborne, Gloria Harmon, Lisa Washington, Corey Simpson, Ashley Cote, Ben Martin, Uda Padar, Tony Martin, Alan Westdorf, Yvette DeRazzo, and Hall of Fame bowler Johnny Petraglia is 71 today. Happy birthday to all of you. So, whoops, took it out of the hole there. I didn't mean to do that. That's what she said. My first guest is the guy with the plans. The man just talked about a pot roast. Oh my goodness, during the break. My first guest is Chuck Douglas, and is the man in charge over at Murphs, located just inside the Galleria on Car Parkway. Welcome to the show, Chuck. And what did you bring over here all together?
Man, I brought a whole lot of goodness and love, and we got some boneless wings.
Where is that? I'm gonna go to them as you talk about them.
That's the bourbon sauce.
This is the bourbon. This is the bourbon sauce on the. Oh my lord, that's.
Don't take
Is
a bite.
it secret sauce?
No, that one's not the secret sauce. The comeback sauce is the secret sauce.
Understood. That's good. I already had one of those, but I had to have another one. What's on the French fries, Chuck?
Man, we just we use a real high-end French fry, a quality French fry. But not only that, we have a little special pepper, salt, garlic mix that we sprinkle on top. So it gives you something a little special and not just some bland French fry.
I like the detail, the way he described. You can tell that he really puts time and effort in this food, and like the detail. That's always a great cook when there's detail in food. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I totally agree.
Look at me.
Totally agree.
You can look at me. You can tell I know detail about food.
Are you a cook?
Huh? No, I'm an eater, Dave. I'm an eater.
My bad. Missed that one a little bit. Okay, and then the furthest one was.
That's just your regular boneless wings with just buffalo sauce.
I had some of those. Those are quite tangy. Mm-hmm. Nobody's eating over here. All this stuff's going home, so y'all be at my house later. That small one over there was delicious. That is buffalo shrimp.
Yes.
And they were not
so good.
You know how like when you go to some of those sports bars, because Murph's is a sports bar, correct?
Or a sports grill.
A sports grill? Okay. I know there was a bar in there. I saw a bar, so I wasn't quite sure.
We do serve adult beverages.
Okay.
But
what's the difference in a grill and a bar when you talk about restaurants?
Well, a bar tends to be more of that hangout watering hole.
Correct.
And we're not that.
No.
Not that. Because we're kids friendly, but we're also adult friendly also.
Mm-hmm.
I totally agree.
So we have tried to have the best of both worlds.
Okay, that's what's
What's
up.
Dale's favorite?
That's coming, man.
Oh, my bad.
What? And by the way, Chuck's actually come back on the show. Chuck's here early because me and Chuck just hit it off at the first meeting we were at. He's actually coming for National Hamburger Day, and he's bringing Dale's favorite hamburger, correct?
Oh, nice.
Well, I'm gonna bring two of them. I'm gonna bring Dale's. Dale has, if you go in, it's not on the menu, but it's been on social media, so people come in and you ask for it Murph's way, and your burger's a little extra special.
Let me just ask you a question. So,
Murph's way.
let me just ask you, Otis.
What?
What could possibly be Murph's way on a hamburger?
Man, I don't know, but it sounds good.
You gonna eat it no matter what?
How many calories in that burger?
I promise you, Murph's way, you ain't got no calories this week. Okay? Because I know what's on it already. I know one thing that's on it. I'm not sure it goes there, but I know I'm gonna try it.
What?
You want to share?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We just take a fried egg, we put it on
on
the burger,
Oh.
and then we use a pepper jelly that we put on top of it, and then we serve it just.
Man,
like
these
that.
guys are connoisseurs of food, man.
Okay, Mike.
I would have thought the wrong thing, because if you would have asked me the same question, I would have said, Dale Murphy, what would he want it? If it would have been in 1988 when I used to work at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium, I would have said the burger was empty.
Ooh.
Oh.
The stands. Yeah, the stands.
All right. I guess we got two comedians up there.
He's right.
All right, so tell me about the peanut butter burger.
Man, the peanut butter burger was just kind of designed by an accident where we were goofing around one day and slapped some peanut butter on a burger, and I dared somebody to try it, and the knucklehead said, "Hey, man, this is good." And I'm like, "Man, get out of here." And so, of course, I had to go try it, and I'm like, "Man, this is pretty good." Your first bite, though, you're kind of like, "This is kind of strange," and then you're like, "But it's good." And then your second bite, you're like, "Man, this thing is good."
Peanut butter burger.
Peanut butter burger.
I don't think they have any food under 3,000 calories.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we do. Salad. I get a burger, and you can have the lettuce, tomato on the side.
I don't care.
We go Dutch. When we come back, we're going to meet my second guest here, keeping it 100 with DC on Power 108.9. Oh, my goodness. Welcome back to the show. Birthdays are brought to you by Blooming Blinds. Blooming Blinds offer a wide selection of blinds, shades, and shutters and provide free in-home estimates. So if your blinds aren't becoming to you, then they should be coming to us. Give them a call at 678-535-3151. Birthdays today, Tuesday, September 11th. There are no Braves with birthdays, so we're going to call out a couple people that I know. Harry Connick Jr., singer, actor. I don't know him, but he's 51 today.
You don't know Harry Connick?
You know him?
Yeah.
You don't know Harry. Call him right now.
He got his own show.
You don't know him. Rapper Ludacris.
Luda!
41 years old today. Give it up to Luda. My second guest is a 40-plus year veteran with 3 fire departments. He started out as a volunteer in Fairburn in 1976. Shout out Fairburn. Nobody. He then went to East Point for 20 years.
2 Chainz!
There we go. And retired as a lieutenant at Station 4. After that, he went to work for Forest Park in 2003, where he stayed there for 5 years as a sergeant at Station 1. He then finished up his career in Monroe County as captain of Station 4 for the last 15 years of his career. Please welcome my friend and pretty decent bowler, Lee Stilley, and thank you very much for your service.
Yes.
Woo, woo. Damn, bro, you got a paragraph here. You're somebody. All right, so everything, you know, I've never interviewed a firefighter before, so I'm going to start out with what I want to know. Your very first house fire was in 1976.
Yes.
Tell me what you wore. And don't say underwear and socks and shoes. This is all about the equipment they're wearing today versus what you fought your first fire in 76.
I had a pair of rubber boots, a regular fire department coat, and a helmet and firefighter gloves.
Wow.
And that was it.
And we were eating supper tonight, and the best thing you told about, in my eyes, how did you know the fire was hot?
My ears were singeing.
Wow.
That's what they used to use. They used to keep their ears outside the helmet, and that was your temperature gauge.
Way back before the Nomex hoods were developed,
Right.
your thermostat, to whether it was too hot for you or not, was your ears. If your ears started bubbling, you better get out.
Wow.
Or at least back up a little. So, volunteered versus a pay job. What's the difference there?
Volunteer, you have a choice to show up. If you're playing softball and your buzzer goes off, you ain't have to go. Most volunteers will, but if you're paid and you're on duty, you go. That's your job.
So I'm leading into that because when you were at Monroe County, there were 7 firefighters there, 2 of which were paid and 5 of which were volunteers.
The county is split 50-50. They run 10 paid people in the whole county every day, Monday through Sunday. The rest of them are volunteers. The city of Forsyth actually has their fire department. They're all paid, and if we need them, they will come. But there's a lot of mutual aid with Macon-Bibb, Lamar County, Crawford County, Jones County, and Jasper County, just depending on where the call is. If you need help, you don't have enough, they'll come.
Gotcha there. Old school fireman at East Point made your career. The bullet point I have here, I'm just supposed to say the words Captain Rogers.
Mark was the first one that I really worked under. He's the one that set the tone for me. He's the one that instilled the study habits, the work ethics on every shift. The rookies, your first year and a half to 2 years, you didn't watch TV, you didn't play games, you didn't do anything. You studied. And he instilled that in me the day I started.
So it's not like we all think, like when a fireman, there's no fire, we all think you're up there playing games, watch TV, do what you want to do. There's actually work being done when there's not a fire.
Exactly.
Explain, because I didn't know that.
When you come in the mornings, you check off the equipment on every piece of the truck that's there in your station. If you have an ambulance, if you have a rescue truck, a ladder truck, an engine, you have to check off the chief's vehicle if it's there. You make sure every single thing on every single piece of equipment is in proper working order. After that, you clean the station, take out the garbage, sweep, mop, clean the kitchen, and you have duties on certain days. Like for us, Monday was strip and wax the floors day in the day room. You started about 8:45, 9 o'clock, strip the wax off the floor and then re-wax it, and then you had training time the rest of the day. You had lunchtime from 11:30 to about 1. You could watch TV, do whatever you wanted to from 11:30 to 1, and then in the afternoon, training classes that lasted until about 5 or 5:30. If you're a rookie, you don't watch TV. Our TV was not allowed to be turned on.
Damn!
We had lock boxes on the cable.
Wow.
And the cashier would come around and lock the boxes at the station.
Damn rookies.
So during the day, if you're at an outlying station where a chief or any of the big houses were, you couldn't turn the TV on. The chief had the key. He had to come around. He started every afternoon at 4:30. Put that key in the cable box. I don't know if people remember, but before Comcast and all these other companies, you had Wametco, and they had the lock boxes.
Yeah, you're right.
I remember Wametco. You used to have that little plastic cap right there. You cut that thing off, and you could be HBO to all your friends.
Yeah, we used to get that. Used to run that cable. Yeah,
we did it.
Yeah, we had a couple crackheads hook us up too, Captain. Now look, Cap, let me ask you a question. Now, everybody always wanted to be a fireman when they grew up, right? Everybody said, "I want to be a fireman." What made you want to be a fireman and to keep going and actually do it?
I grew up across the street from Station 4 in East Point. That's where I lived all my life. I didn't have a father at the time. All the firemen took interest in me. After school, playing ball, being an escort at my homecoming for my date, I learned to be like them. And I always said, I started working at UPS, worked another couple of jobs, played baseball, tried to be a bowler.
That's a fact right there. I can attest to that one.
But being a volunteer was different from growing up around them. And I thought, you know what? This might be something I want to try. Mm-hmm. So I went and talked to a couple of guys that I grew up with at Station 4 and asked them, you know, you think I could cut it? The only way you're going to know is if you try.
That's deep, man. That's deep. I love firemen. I mean, y'all the best. I mean, policemen cool, but you guys are real heroes. You go into a burning building, it's hot. I couldn't do it. I could not join the. I mean, if my mom was in there, maybe, but I don't know, Mama.
I'm just saying. The main thing is they don't just go into the building when it's on fire. When they're done and they clean up, they can't even go watch cable.
I know, right?
DC, Power 8.9. We will be right back. He's married to her, okay? They're married. Tell him you're passionate with Otis here about why women have different standards to be a fireman than a man.
The government. The government says, back when they first hired in East Point, they took a different test. Their physical agility test was different. They never climbed a 50-foot ladder or higher.
There it goes.
They never walked a 3-inch plank 25, 30 feet. They only had to do it 15 feet. They didn't do any of the hose drills. They didn't hook up to a fire hydrant. And that, to me, if you can't do it when you get hired, what the hell makes you think you can do it on shift?
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Same thing in the military.
My biggest thing is like I told him, the biggest thing is when you get to a structure fire, the back of that fire truck don't say his hose and her hose.
He was going off in the restaurant, man. He was going.
You're right, man.
He's definitely right. He's like, why does the government make these standards?
Straight facts.
So, like, if you're going to keep it 100, government, don't send these women into the fires with less standards than the men because they don't know if they can do it.
Well, Captain should have said it. Yeah. Some women can.
Nowadays, the tests are the same.
Right, there you go.
I mean, if I'm a woman, I want to do the same thing because I want to know if it's what he has to do. I got to do the same shit.
I need to have a woman carry my big butt out that fire.
Hey.
They better be able to drag that hose inside. If I go down, they better be able to drag my ass.
I would white water.
And it's today, the women getting hired take the exact same physical agility test, no qualms. No differences, no nothing. They do the exact same thing that every guy does when he tries to
110 pounds.
And if you can't do it when you're doing the training and working on it, what makes people think you can do it in a real situation? And we learned that real quick. We at East Point learned that real quick.
You bet. Welcome back to the show. Keeping it 100 with DC here on Power 108.9. This segment is brought to you by no one, but I did walk the battery last week, and someone is going to call very soon. So, the biggest question we got, we really appreciate Lee's, what was I going to say, his service for what he did with being a firefighter, but there's always something on the other end, and it's usually a husband or a wife. I want to ask Marie, because she's actually going to have her own show on another date. Marie, how did you handle being a firefighter's wife and juggle the fact that you're a firefighter yourself and a paramedic?
The thing about being a firefighter's wife and not being a firefighter is, you know, he has a dangerous job. Being a firefighter myself, you know what that job entails. And no matter how he tries to gloss it over, you know exactly how dangerous it is. You know what he's going into, you know what he faces. So when he leaves you in the morning as a civilian, you know there's a good chance he won't come back. As a professional firefighter, you know exactly what he's facing every day.
Oh, so it's actually an easier thing. I was thinking it'd be harder on you juggling. It's actually easier because you know he knows what he's doing.
I know he knows what he's doing, but the problem with that is there's a lot of people that don't know what they're doing, and they're not afraid to express their ignorance sometimes. So ignorance is bliss sometimes.
You look like you want to elaborate on that. We'll get that in a minute. I do have a caller on the phone. It is a surprise caller. Caller, would you mind stating your name?
Captain Eric Jack.
Oh my God.
Thank you for calling into the show, Mr. Action Jackson.
Action Jackson.
My hero.
Now, that is my shero you are talking to.
You know I love you, man.
You have no idea who you are talking to on that other line. Let me tell you, she is an absolutely incredible firefighter. She's even a more incredible paramedic, and she's just a phenomenal individual. You gotta love her.
You know what, my man? I love you. You are an inspiration to everybody. You never meet a stranger. You are the biggest poster child for fire departments anybody could ever hope to have.
That's all right.
I tell you, that's what makes the team. That's you know, what can I say? I mean,
Not much, man.
Captain Jackson, I gotta ask a question, Mr. Captain Jackson.
Yes, sir.
So, I don't know you and you don't know me, so I got a question for you. How do you feel about these government regulations with the women and the men having different regulations when they test? I know it's the same now, but, you know, back in the day, how did you feel about that?
Well, I felt some kind of way. I kind of get where they were coming from, but I felt some kind of way because, you know, from the inception of when women came into the fire service, it's my thought that there was an understanding that they could do the job just as well as a man could. You know, Capt Marie should tell you that there are some women out there that are stronger than some men. So,
That's a fact.
and they can't cut the mustard. So, you know,
They can't even find a knife.
Now, some of that old regime and some of those old heads and some of that good old boy system that was trying to make the system, to make the process a little bit more difficult than what it really had to be. So, you know, at the end of the day, or at the end of the shift, I want to know that Capt Marie can pull me out of the heat if it gets sick, and likewise, she wants to know that I can do the same for her.
You know what, Cap? I'll be there with you. If we come out, we do. If we don't, then I'll see you on the other side, brother.
Bam.
How about that?
Cap, really appreciate you calling into the show, and appreciate your service, young man.
Hey, it is my pleasure. I thank you always, and y'all don't forget about us, especially on this today, 9/11, when we lost all those firefighters and police officers. Hey, when you see somebody who say, "Hey, look, thank you for the job you do," and let them know you're much appreciated. That's all we can ask.
Amen, amen. All right. So, we're going to go to commercial here. When we come back, we're going to finish up our interview with Lee. Lee got a phone call down here when 9/11 happened, and he was up north. We come back, keep it 100 with DC here on Power 108.9. DC here on Power 108.9. Comedian talking about Action Jackson and his SUV firefighter. I don't know why you're going to show up there first anyways. Like you said, you got no water. But on September 11th, 2001, around 8:45 at night, my guest Lee got a phone call from a man named David Charles. Lee, tell me what Dave was talking to you about.
He was trying to find volunteers from around Atlanta that could go up and help at 9/11. There was like 12 of us from here in Atlanta, different private ambulance services, and a couple of firefighters from surrounding counties that went up and filled in at different stations. So yeah, I told him I'd be happy to.
So basically what you're saying there, just to keep it a little more clear there, basically all the fire stations that are up there that were at Ground Zero, they have calls that come in anyways.
Yes, the 911 calls kept coming in. Chest pain, strokes, I'm sick, I broke my leg. Hospital to hospital transfers with all the hospitals that were right around Ground Zero that were overcome by the injuries at Ground Zero. They were trying to clear space for what was going to happen afterwards. And it happened for a while. But the other hospitals, you were moving people to and from. Plus you were running calls.
Right.
And we got up there Wednesday about 11 o'clock, and I stayed at Station 121 in Brooklyn until Friday morning when New York actually got all their people into place, and they knew who was doing what with private ambulance services.
Right.
So, well, let me ask you something. So why every time when we call 911, how come y'all always show up before the ambulance?
Depends on where the ambulance is. Ambulances are strategically located throughout, like, I know Fulton County, not every single station has an ambulance.
Right.
So if a call comes in where there's not an ambulance in that territory, the closest ambulance is going to respond. Let's say, for instance, East Point, College Park, Union City,
2 Chainz,
Fairburn, Palmetto,
That's me.
Chattahoochee Hills.
That's all.
You don't have an ambulance that's stationed in Chattahoochee Hills. You do have one that covers Palmetto and Chattahoochee Hills, but most of the time they're in Palmetto. If they get a call, then that ambulance is gone. You have to rotate an ambulance toward that territory, and if a call comes in, that fire truck's going to be responding.
Yeah, but Cap, I always see y'all come first. Them ambulance be coming. Y'all are always there first.
I'm going to interject real quick.
Always.
I'm going to go to the other Cap. There's another Cap over in the corner
Yeah, look
that is looking
Cap.
at you like, I can answer this.
Yeah,
He
other
is
Cap.
being nice right now, and this is not the nice show. So Cap, female, we're going to keep it 100. Okay? Why is the fire department always first?
Well, same thing my husband just said. There's not a whole lot of ambulances, and sometimes there tends to be more fire trucks. But keep in mind that even that fire truck coming there has trained paramedics and EMTs who can take care of you until the ambulance gets there.
So the fireman can actually do everything the ambulance driver can do, except
What did you just call him?
ambulance driver,
Back-
paramedic.
Yeah, get him, Ray.
I think you need to rewind there, son. That anybody can drive an ambulance. You better hope an ambulance driver don't show up if you ever get in trouble.
Hello.
I got you.
Hello.
I got you. I got you.
Okay,
guys.
this is what I want to know. I got one question. Last question.
Yeah, right.
What do I have to do to drive the back of that fire truck, the little bitty thing in the back? What I got to do? I just want to, if it's in the parking lot, what do you have to do? It don't look hard.
I will tell you one thing. That is the best job in the fire department that I've ever had.
I remember Lee told me about that.
I'm gonna tell you.
What's he talking about, Capt?
I got taught how to tiller the first year I worked in East Point,
Right.
and I was on the old ladder truck, and it had a hook that would go through the ladder and hook into the axle.
He's lying.
And you had to make sure that hook was there. When you got to a call and had to set the ladder up, you pull the steering wheel out and swing the window out, the glass that was in front of you, and then you could raise the ladder. But anyway, the tiller position on the ladder truck was the best in the fire department. Bar none.
I'm just looking at the guy back there. I think that guy.
If we're going straight and we're going to make a right-hand turn, that man driving the front of that, ladder truck is responsible for the cab and the cab only. From the tip of that ladder all the way back to where you're sitting is that tillerman's responsibility.
Yeah.
Wow.
When they turn right, you're turning left.
Hello.
So he's going right, I'm turning left, but I've got to make sure there's not a car, telephone pole, or an idiot walking out the middle of the street.
But if it is, there's nothing you can do about it.
And then you got to straighten back up.
Do you have any brakes back there?
No. You have
It's kind of
no
like Six
brakes,
Flags.
no gas pedal, no turn signals.
You just.
And here's another. When we first started tilling the ladder truck, when I first started, you didn't have the headsets to
Right.
talk to the driver. You had a buzzer on the floor.
Right.
And if something was going wrong, you hit that buzzer. Once to stop, 2 to go, and 3 to back up.
Hell no.
So basically,
Hell no.
Otis, remember that toy you had when you was a kid?
Yeah.
And it sat in front of you and had a wheel and a buzzer and a little gear shift? That's a tiller.
Lord have mercy.
You weren't going nowhere with that thing either.
I did have a direct line to Jesus back there.
That's a direct line.
Direct line to Jesus.
Life right.
Keep it 100 with DC. We'll be right back on Power 108.9. It is Radio Karaoke time. And the genre is classic rock. Can you dig it? 117 people watching you right now. Want to say something to somebody?
Hello.
That's it?
How are you?
That's it? I told him I had a black comedian on.
I am a black comedian, and I'm from Britain. Hello. Hello. I'm with Dave.
Did you ever wish your battery ran out?
Today?
Well, right now, I'm hoping so.
I did.
I ain't got
But
one.
don't honk.
I ain't got one of those. I ain't worried about that. Oh.
Mine is called Cialis now.
Welcome back to the show. This segment is brought to you by Pronto Wash, Atlanta's premier detailers who are located inside the Battery Atlanta at SunTrust Park. Pronto Wash is the first eco-friendly waterless car spa who remind you to remember their motto: no water, no runoffs, no mess.
Dave, one question though. I got one more question for you. Fine, one question. What did it feel like the first time you got on that pole and slid down? What was the
Is
feeling?
this question the female captain or the male
It's
captain?
for both of them.
No, they didn't.
What?
They had the same feeling something's wrong.
Well, I want to know, what was that feeling like when you finally, when your first car, you slid down the pole and you went
He's
out?
not smiling.
I was nervous. I didn't want to hit the bottom and break my ankles.
And Marie got on, locked on, and said, "Hell yes, finally!"
And one thing you don't want to do is on Friday, jump down the pole hole after you've done the brass on the pole.
Oh!
You better hope the lieutenant or the captain or the chief don't jump on it with their white shirt. We'll let it go with that.
Oh,
There you go.
Go ahead, Mr. Postman.
I'm saying.
Right, how you know?
Experience, 40 years, I learned something.
That's a fact, Jack. That's a definite fact. Today is National Hot Cross Buns Day.
What?
It's also, I don't even know what that is. National Make Your Bed Day.
Yes.
I need
Did
to
you
call
make your
my
bed
son.
today?
No.
Of course not.
And I tell my son he got to make his. What a hypocrite.
What kind of role model are you?
Definitely.
Do as I say.
It's also National Ants on a Long Day. On a Log Day. And I actually did this, but I forgot them. Ants on a log is when you take a piece of celery, you put peanut butter on it, and you line 3 raisins on it. That's called ants on a log. It actually has a day. It's become such a popular dessert. And I actually made you some, so you wouldn't have to eat none of this today and fuck up your calories.
Thank you, Dave. Oh, you're so kind.
But I forgot it, so have a French fry. Guess what time it is? It is Radio Karaoke time.
Karaoke!
This is getting very, very
Tell them how it
popular.
works.
It works like this. I'm going to read the song in monotone, which means I'm not going to keep the beat. If you hit your buzzer before I tell Eddie to roll it, it is worth 2 points. If Eddie rolls the song and you guess it, it's worth 1 point. If you guess and you're wrong, you are out. It is Otis and Chuck versus Marie and Lee. And Marie and Lee chose the category Classic Rock. I called Otis today, and he said, "Hell yes. I know all about Def Leppard,
Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd, Guns N' Roses."
Guns N' Roses.
Guess
Def Leppard.
what? I didn't pick none of them groups.
You suck.
I took every group that he said and I crossed them off the list.
That's why I don't win. You see? That's why I don't win this game.
All right,
Let's
so
go, man.
this is how we're going to do it. Are you ready? Chuck, you good? Chuck is in. Is this... Oh, somebody popped the boner.
Yeah.
Is that you?
That's what's
That was a test run.
All right, test one. Is this the real life? Is this Marie?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
That is correct. Otis, you are fitting to lose, and you're going to take Chuck with you.
What the freak? You didn't even say 2 words. This is actually one of my favorite songs.
Are you going to say it? Open your eyes.
I need
Say
my
mama.
I
Say
need
mama. Say mama.
I need my words.
Say mama.
I'm a
Mama!
Just kill the man.
All right, we're going forward. All right, next one. The score is Lee and Marie 2, Chuck and Otis 0.
Wow.
That's brutal, bro.
Just a small town girl. Living Otis.
That would be.
Come on, Otis.
Chuck, Chuck, you're going to be riding on your own.
Wait.
Chuck is singing the words to you.
Come on, Otis.
Yeah, that's Bon Jovi.
Chuck, would you please? Chuck just choked down his Tito's.
I just know the song. I don't know who sings
All right, so neither is Otis. So we're going to go back to it. Otis is out.
You out.
You're still in, Chuck. Just a small town girl. Marie.
Oh, I know it now.
Too late. Come on, Marie.
I can't go
Nope.
again.
No.
Stop believing.
Chuck.
Don't stop believing
Who
is
got it first?
Huh?
Oh.
No, Marie answered.
Oh, she did?
Marie answered. It is don't stop believing.
And then
I knew this one.
No, you
They
didn't.
were just here.
The Sopranos.
They were just here too.
Don't stop believing.
We'll get them next time, man. We'll have a little
Hold on to that feel, yeah.
Oh, that was good.
Man, I knew that song.
All right, kill it.
I thought Arnell Pineda.
Next one. The score is 4-0.
What?
She's man. Hey man, Capt.
I
you
met
best.
a cheerleader. Was a real young bleeder. All the times I can reminisce. The best thing loving with her sister and her cousin started with a little kiss like this. Marie,
walk this way.
walk this way is correct.
I got credit for that. I said that. She boinged and I said,
I'm all right with that.
okay.
Y'all are winning 6-0 right now.
I boinged.
What's up, Otis?
We getting dog. What be what's up? We getting smoked right now.
All right.
I should have got that journey though. I should have got it.
You should have got the jury. All right. Now and then, when I see her face, she takes me away to that special place. And if I'd stare too long, I'd probably... I would not get a boner.
Wow.
Marie,
Child of mine.
Sweet Child of Mine is correct. Man, she is sweeping your butt.
Man.
Hard with
That's what
that.
she said.
It's Dave.
Oh, you know how you gonna put?
Yeah. I don't know. And she had a hurt.
If it wasn't for football, I would not be playing football today.
Man, come on, man. Sweet child of mine.
All right, score is now
That's jam too,
8-0. Here's the good news: you guys are not out.
Really?
No,
This is like double jeopardy?
at the end, they're gonna sweep you at the top. I'm pretty sure you got a good chance of bonus ground. All right, so here's the next one. Though his mind is not for rent, don't put him down as arrogant. He reserves the quiet defense, riding out the day's event. No river. Roll it, Eddie.
Everybody.
Oh crap! What is the name?
Know the words.
I know the words. I know the words. I just can't think.
Let it play. Wait a minute.
They just said the name of the song. Oh my land.
Tom Sawyer.
Who was the
Call
ding
it.
dong? Ding dong.
Tom Sawyer?
Tom Sawyer is correct for 1 point.
Use your resources, why?
Stupid. Alright, so the score is now 8-1.
Wow. We're
Sounds
coming
like,
back, man.
sounds like a Braves national
Put on
game.
a rally cap.
Uh-oh. Alright.
Time for a rally cap.
She was a fast machine. Otis.
She was a fat. ACDC. Wow.
Chuck wants to help. Chuck's running in. Chuck.
Was it black and...
No.
Oh. Dang.
Otis,
Come on, Otis.
you're going to lose it if you don't get this.
Yeah. I can't remember.
I'm going to buzz you. Marie?
Shit me all night.
Yes.
Wow.
Man, oh man, oh man.
She's sweeping y'all.
I'm saying, all right. The score is 10-1. It is the bonus question.
Uh-oh.
And because today is in honor of 9/11, this question is going to be worth 911 points.
Nice. Yes.
This is where the guest kind of gets screwed. Because you guys are kicking his ass right now.
You wish.
Really?
I mean,
Y'all like kicking
well,
my
yeah,
ass.
but I
Got that
mean,
break.
you're a firefighter.
I think this is like the
I mean,
worst
you know
ass
what
kicking
makes a
ever, right?
firefighter hot?
Ain't this like the worst
They
ass
can
kicking I
kill
had?
you and bring you back to life.
That's right.
That's kind of
And
hot.
ask you, so what did Jesus say?
But did you die?
All right, so here we go. The bonus question. Bye, bye, baby. It's been a sweet love. Though this feeling I can't change. But please don't take it so badly, because Lord, I know I'm to blame.
Leonard Skinner.
Push that button. What's the name of the song?
Freebird.
Oh, and that's how you do it with 40 years of service. Freebird is correct. We have a winner and we have a loser.
Hey, you know what? I don't mind losing to firemen.
There you go.
They're great humans. They deserve this win. And, you know, congratulations, Capt.
Thank you.
Oh, way to go.
Congratulations, Capt.
Come on, 9-12 is a different story.
Right about that.
When we come back, we're going to close out the show, keeping it 100 with DC here on Power 108.9.
I guess the rally cap didn't work.
We make ours.
made my
Our
shit
dog
like
gets in it and messes it up.
That's
Yeah,
what
my
I'm
son asked me that stuff. Why you don't make your bed? Why I gotta make my bed up? You know what I told him, right?
Because I said so.
Because
Do as
I
I
can beat,
say, don't do as I do.
I would have thought because I can beat your ass and you can't beat
Yeah, I
mine.
know that.
Yeah, you know that?
Man, you know that.
Yeah, that's it. I believe in physical pain with kids. They listen better when they're scared.
Kyle, I feel so sorry for
He
you,
knows.
Kyle.
Hey, ask Kyle. Ask
Kyle.
Kyle who's the first. I had two cousins, and my son and my daughter lived with me at once. Who's the first person that cussed at me? One of my kids.
Who was it?
My sister's kid.
Oh yeah, what she
You know,
say?
he told me that I needed to quit acting like a shit. And you know what I did?
What?
I took him down to YDC and left his ass there overnight.
Let go, baby boy.
Move.
11 years old.
Let go.
Move.
Mess with me, I'm an adult.
That's
He's
your
been
boy.
about 99 and a half.
That's your
with
boy?
DC here.
That's your boy.
That is not my boy. I'd have beat his ass if he was my boy. I'm sorry. I mean, I know he's rich, I know he's famous, but cut the music. So, Otis, in 2001, when 9/11 happened, you had no kids, no wife,
No wife.
28 years old,
Right.
sleeping at home with mama,
Right.
got a phone call from Tyler Craig.
Right.
What happened?
Oh, Tyler Curry.
Okay, well, first off, I was eating a bowl of cereal. I was in boxes. And he called me and he said that, hey, are you watching this? I'm like, nah, what's going on? Turned on the TV and that's when I saw the Tower 1 just smoking. And I'm like, I don't believe this. What's going on? Like, it didn't seem real. I thought it was like a movie or something. And then I'm looking at the TV and I saw the second plane hit that tower. I was like, oh my God. I was just shocked. I was just like, that day, like, to me, was just like, it wasn't even real.
Right.
And but what really did it to me, man, you know what I'm saying? I actually cried that day. I actually shed a tear.
I think a lot of people did.
Man, when them tires fell, man,
Yeah.
it just did for me. I was just like, I couldn't speak.
That's how many people.
I mean, we always knew we were a superpower. You just think about that, man. Just,
It
it was that quick and that easy. A lot of people lost their lives.
Yeah.
Just wanted to give you a minute to set that out because there was something in there. Shout your things out. You got some shows coming up.
Oh yeah, got
Otis is working.
I was working, y'all. I got shows. Well, of course, I'm gonna be in Mobile, Alabama, down on my man Toulouse, September 21st. Then I have the October. It's called Back in the Day Comedy Show with my man Chico Simpson. Okay, now hold on, wait a minute. Now. His name Chico, but he ain't Hispanic.
He is not even close to Hispanic.
He black, but he
black.
He called Chico. So hey, I met a Mexican yesterday named Tyrone. So hey, what matter? You know, we all multicultural now. So October, I think it's the 21st. He's gonna be on this show, but y'all check me out. Otis O'Dog, Odis Odog.
Spell your name, kid.
Odis. Get that shine away from me. Odis Odog. Instagram, Facebook, everything. You know, holla at you.
Chuck, shout some numbers out. Tell us how to get some of this food.
What now?
Tell us how to get some of this. Tell us how to get some.
Yeah. Hey, we're located right over at the Galleria Convention Center, right across from the pedestrian bridge, right here by the Battery.
Yes, sir. Right across the street from Cumberland Mall, shouty.
I'm saying the best way to get there, because I did not use GPS, I used Chuck. Chuck told me park across the street, walk across that bridge. The bridge is cool.
Yes.
Okay, the bridge is pretty cool. If you haven't walked across the bridge, 41 is 10 or 14 lanes. I don't know. There's a lot of damn roads. And you're walking over them, you kind of feel powerful a little bit. And then you walk into Murphs, and it's kind of cool. So, any specials this week? Anything going on?
Yeah, we have, every day we're running a different drink special. So they'll have different things each day from $5 Tito's, I believe on Tuesdays, to bucket beer specials, and everything on the menu is special.
That's what I'm saying, and that's a fact.
The Tito's is free at Power 108.9, though.
Do you know how you know you got a good company in here? We come in here today, and Chuck walks in and goes, "Oh, you got Tito's." That's when you know you're going to have a good relationship with somebody.
Tito's.
So, Marie, can you please shout out your people or peepos or anybody you want to say hi to?
Absolutely. And shout out to my boys and girls at the Capt County Fire Rescue.
Yeah.
Captain Jackson.
Captain Jackson.
Action, Jackson.
And a big shout out to heaven to all the heroes that went before us and the ones we'll go after.
Amen.
Appreciate you. Lee,
Amen.
call your heroes out. Go good.
Shout out to the men and women of police and fire. One job's not any more dangerous than the other. We knock the policemen a lot. There's a lot of animosity between the two departments. Police department's just as dangerous as fire department. Y'all remember that. They don't know if anybody's got a gun when they're chasing them, like the boy out in Covington the other day. We don't know what we're walking into at a fire. So they're both dangerous. Unknowns. Shout out to my wife, who has stood by my side since I had to retire. And shout out to the first couple of guys that I worked with, East Point Fire Department, that taught me what being a firefighter was all about. The study habits and being honest with the public and doing the best you can.
All right. 2 Chainz.
I think I just had an all moment when he said shout out to my wife.
All right.
Shout out to my BFAM. Hashtag BFAM. BFAM. Also give shout out to my sponsors, Blooming Blinds, Barker Heating and Air, and our newest sponsor, Pronto Wash, and hopefully Murphs.
Yeah.
Our next show is Thursday, September 13th at 9 p.m. This show is going to be super interesting. I am 50 years old, and we are going to have a millennial speaker. That is her actual job title. And I said, what is that? That means I teach people like you how to talk to people like me. So she's in for a lesson.
Pay for that?
She's going to have a lesson because we're going to teach her how to speak like us.
What's our real job?
Shout out to my
I'm
wife.
just saying.
I love you, baby.
No, you can't shout out to your wife. It's
I love
too
you,
late for that.
baby. I love
Today's quote of the day is from my favorite female black civil rights activist and wonderful poet, Miss Maya Angelou.
you. Yes.
I've learned that people will forget what you said, people forget what you did, but people will never forget how you make them feel.
Bam.
Think about that when you talk to people. Keep it at 100 with DC, Power 108.9. DC out.
Good job, Dave.
Appreciate you.